We're in Yorkshire, we're just outside of York, we're on a water sewage treatment works. The project that we've got here is to be able to stitch two processes together with temporary pumping equipment. The pipework between the two processes had started collapsing and started to leak. So our client required a system that would allow them to bypass those flows between those hook points whilst the contractor came onto site to dig up all the pipework and replace it with new. The problem that we had on this particular site was we had to create the wet well from an existing gallery. We didn't have much footprint to be able to work with. We certainly couldn't put the pumps into the gallery. They just wouldn't have given us enough space to be able to do that. So we've worked with what we consider as being a hybrid system. So we use immersible pumps that's put into a frame. They're laid down flat. We introduce some priming equipment that we can control, and we can create an end suction system in a small footprint. The wet well is important because we need a certain volume of storage and flow to create a control mechanism to be able to run our pumps in and out. As a minimum, we'll be pumping somewhere around about 1,200 litres a second, and it can range right up to 2,300 litres a second. In order to be able to create a system that dealt with these variable flows, we had to look at the footprint, we had to look at the temporary wet well we've constructed, so we had to start considering what type of pumps we was going to use. We use computer-aided design in order to be able to map out the system, so we've got a physical footprint and we can see how that looks, and we've got hydraulic system designs that help us model a pump selection. The system's got 6 pumps and it's based in 2 sections. We've got a bank A, which is 3 pumps, and bank B, which has got 3 pumps, and both of those banks have a duty, an assist and a standby pump. The pumps are operated on a level control system that's situated at the back of the gallery. It's away from the pumps, so it's a nice stilled area in which we can control the levels. The ultrasonic level control system is based on an ultronic system, so as the flow increases, it speeds the pumps up, and as the flows decrease, it slows the pumps down. The installation process took us roughly 3 to 4 weeks to install, but we collaborated with our client on the project. The client provided access equipment to be able to use. He provided the cranes. He also provided an excavator and a team of guys that could work with our team. We had supervisors on site and we installed the project together. The client and Selwoods decided on wet commissioning. The reason why it's important to wet commission equipment is to make sure that it's going to work when it's required to. So simply what we did was we installed bypass pipework to come off the main line overpumping to recirculate back round into a wet well that it created. That way round we could put it through stringent tests and checks and do a site acceptance test with our client. Over the years, with the experience and numbers that we've got in the business, the branch networks, the support that we get from senior management right down through to the CAD departments, the design teams, the logistics, the branch support mechanisms, that gives me all the confidence in the world to know that we can provide a robust scheme and project.